a thing called the National Defense Highway Act, which was designed basically to enhance moving military might back and forth across the country from where it was manufactured to other coasts, coast to coast, as well as for evacuating cities in a nuclear war, which is kind of sobering, but it was actually designed for basically, and they sold it to Congress and decided it as being good for commerce, for moving trucks and freeway stuff, but cars was kind of like on the back burner as far as the funding for making the freeway system. Mostly military and commercial. Interesting, you guys know how they number highway systems? Where they have even numbers go east and west, and odd numbers go north and south, and the whole thing starts in the south and the west, so your lowest numbers are going to be down south and west, and they move up this way, we have numbers like the nines and stuff. The longest freeway system, good old I-90 from Boston, you keep going I-90, go all the way to Seattle, Washington, longest continuous freeway in the whole country. Or if you want to go south, our other guy around here, I-95, which goes from north Maine up to the Canadian coast all the way down to Miami, Florida. It's got one little section about 5-10 miles in New Jersey that's not finished yet. New Jersey, about place. Cars in general are broken down to systems. And I was thinking of a system, when I used to work on cars all the time, is using a scientific method to try to fix things on a car. Start with the engine, right? And if it doesn't work, and if you guys need your own cars, so you're fixing them all the time, that's why I did it. Otherwise, the price of a mechanic now, you get $100 an hour to have somebody fix a car. Does it have fuel? Checks if it's getting gas. Does it have a spark? It's all right there. But then your car is all broken out, your systems. You got a brake system, you got the steering system, you got a drive line, which used to always be rear-wheel drive, which was very simple because you keep the engine isolated from the drive wheels, we have drive wheels in the back. That way you can have a steering system in the front, doesn't have a strain on it. About 20 years ago, they started making front-wheel drive cars. It seems like everybody's got front-wheel drive cars now. When front-wheel drive first came out, the engineers were convinced that it wouldn't be strong enough to handle more than about 80 horsepower. And for a long time, American car makers resisted making front-wheel drive cars because they figured they had horsepower wars in the 60s and stuff. There's no way they could take it. Now you have almost all your cars front-wheel drive, except with the no exception of sports cars. Sports cars still can be rear-wheel drive because they're drifting around corners and stuff, which you can't do in a front-wheel drive car. You'll plow straight ahead. Anyway, what is the thing with the manual? What is the manual transmissions? When the automatic transmission first came out, people were saying that wasn't going to work either because it was too expensive. Manual transmission first car would cost you 20% of the price of the whole car to have a manual or automatic transmission versus a manual transmission. And they think anybody ever paid for it. Well, now you. When was the last time anybody drove a stick? Yeah? There you go. Think about systems cars now. I'm going to turn over a bit of it. Cars are becoming more and more almost like a inorganic, non-cerebral life form almost. Back when we were learning how to drive cars, you had to sometimes work at getting a car to even run. You had a manual choke, you had to pull the hose out, the rope comes out, get the choke running. You had to turn the key, you had to pedal the gas tank, things like that, the gas pedal. Your brakes were drum brakes. Put them on too hard, your wheels would all lock up, you'd slide right through a corner. Nobody had seat belts. Now it's like it's all controlled by a central computer, called the ECU. And the central computer has gotten so sophisticated now that you don't even touch the gas pedal to start. If you do touch the gas pedal, you screw it up. You reach in, turn the car on, and it runs. You go around the corner, and you start sliding. The system, the brakes, the ECU, will control your brakes on your outside wheels and actually steer you back around. It'll lock tires up, lock wheels up, slow them down a bit. It's hard to actually make a car to spin out anymore. You lift the brakes too hard, the ECU will control the braking system, and you won't lock up. Which I always laugh at shows nowadays. It's like even NCIS, stuff like that. They come to stops. What do? They come in and they say, oh, we're coming real fast, we'll stop. And you hear the brakes squeal. They don't do that anymore. You'd have to turn off all the systems to make your brakes stop and you come to a stop anymore. Same with taking off. You hardly peel out anymore. You can't. The control system will prevent you from spinning out. You have to turn all that stuff off to do that. You think the cop's going to turn this off before they go someplace? Well, those make some funny noises. Turn your stuff off and peel your tires and lock your brakes and come to a stop. You can't do it anymore. It's got to be now, a car, only thing it needs is the equivalent of a human cerebrum. The cerebellum and the life support are all controlled by that ECU. So all you do now is pilot. All the stuff that we used to have to worry about for driver's training stuff, locking brakes, plowing through corners, trying to get your car started, it's all taken care of by the ECU now. Who knows what the future holds for cars, if we still have them, because they're not exactly the most environmental thing in the world. But my compatriots will take care of that. Mr. Plicker's going to talk about the fuels that we're using now and where we're going with that, because obviously that should be a high concern now.